never given up, I give my all. I'm never looking back, attack, it's in the past. Stand up, stand up, stand up. You ain't ready for me. Give me your best shot, the stronger I stand. Not looking for sympathy. What doesn't kill me makes me who I am. A soldier fights till he's free. You ain't ready for me.
Hey guys, it's Jojo93. I know this video is coming out you a little late, but we got to talk about X-Men 97 episode 5. So, I've loved X-Men 97. I love everything that they've been doing with this show. I think these 90 revivals, they don't happen very often. And the fact that we got this, and it turned out as amazing as it did, is a rare occurrence. And Disney has not been seen in the best light lately with everything that has happened. And I love the fact that we have truly gotten to see something amazing here. We've got an amazing story with characters that we've gotten to see continue to grow and continue to see where their arcs go, where their characters go. I think that's a truly amazing spectacle, and it has truly been remarkable. And so I'll be doing a YouTube short in a little bit, guys, after I do this video, and it's going to be ranking all 5 episodes of X-Men 97. But what you need to know, so picking up the Jubilee episode, if you guys watched my review for the Jubilee episode, the Jubilee episode was fun with the video game references and brought me back to the 90s and many different feelings, but the Mojo character and some other stuff wasn't really like crazy good. I didn't find it super emotional. I wasn't super invested in the last episode, but it was fun. It was fine. Nothing crazy. But I've enjoyed the first 3 episodes as some of the best Disney Plus content that we've ever gotten for Marvel. I thought it was incredible with these first 3. And episode 5 kicked it up notches. Like, look, in the MCU, we'll always praise Infinity War and Endgame for what you've done, but Infinity War and Endgame, when they took away a character, we had just started to become familiar with that character for a little bit, and then there's the certainty that we know these characters have contracts, so they come back. Where this episode is the Infinity War of the X-Men episode. So we've known these characters through the 90s show, and we get to see characters that we love like Nightcrawler, and we go to Genosha, which we've not seen in this X-Men series yet, and Magneto's offered a big role. And there's this emotional scene. First of all, I don't normally talk about voice actors in the movies. I don't have them all memorized. Can we just fucking applaud AJ Locascio from Voltron Legendary Defenders on Netflix? If you guys did not know, I'm going to give my sister a shout out. My sister McKenna and I loved the show Voltron Legendary Defenders. And AJ Locascio is this great nerdy dude. We talked about him fan casting him for Loki animated projects at some point. This dude is incredibly talented. And I never would have imagined he would go on to play my favorite X-Men other than Wolverine, being Gambit. And so if you guys don't know me, my favorite X-Men characters definitively have always been Wolverine, Gambit, Cyclops, and Nightcrawler. I love all the X-Men, but those are some of my most favorite characters that don't get utilized the most. And what I think is great about X-Men 97, what you guys know is I'm more hyped for Wolverine and Deadpool than anyone. I'm getting my Wolverine suit very soon. Can't wait till you guys see it. But the thing you need to know more than anything is that I'm so glad that they did this show, and after having a whole franchise of movies, and I love Hugh Jackman, I love anyone that plays Wolverine, but I'm so glad that they've been able to use Wolverine as a character in this show, and he's not the main focus, and that they can tell stories with the other characters that we didn't get to see, didn't get their shine. And so AJ Locascio, we got to give him a pat on the back because he absolutely owns this episode. And the actor who does Magneto also owns it. And so we get this, we've had this love triangle built up throughout the whole season with Magneto, Rogue, and Gambit. And Gambit learns about Rogue's history with Magneto, and she tells a story, comes full circle. I love how the relationships are done in this show. I love how serious the tone is. I love how it gets. It boils to a point. And he basically, says that they should stay friends, and that he loves her, but he's willing to respect her as a friend because his heart can't take all the stuff that's going on. And we had Scott struggling with the fact that even though he's with Jean, he had his son Nathan Summers with Madeline Pryor, and Madeline Pryor was actually doing her thing, and she's on the Council of Genosha, but she was also being manipulated by Emma Frost. And then there was a psychological connection where both genes are linked, and Jean was mad about Madeline Pryor having feelings for Scott. But because there was the two genes, one of the theories I had was, what happens if Wolverine falls in love for the other Jean because Madeline Pryor has all Jean's memories? But Wolverine was able to, because the writing of this show is so genius, he was able to distinguish, even though Jean belongs with Scott, he was able to tell that Scott needed both of his genes, even the clone, to be together. So even though they had a nice little kiss, he did not stomp on that moment and did not say, "Oh, let's be together." And like we've seen in previous storylines, they wrote him in a way where he's very understanding and knows that he can't be with Jean, because both versions of Jean's, Madeline Pryor is a part of Jean Grey, and they both love Scott. And so that was really cool. I love the mature decisions here. I love Scott, them getting real about Scott's trouble within the X-Men, with the humans mistreating the X-Men, everything that they get into with the politics. Normally politics aren't handled super well in comic book properties. I loved how they did it here. Great action in this episode. The way that they used powers, the way Magneto's powers were used. And so when you get to the Genosha showdown, we get to the point, guys, where everything boils to an end game, and our heroes, we lose Nightcrawler in heartbreaking events. Gambit sacrifices himself in front of Rogue, and the man goes out like a G. Like, we're talking rocking a white suit, walking the Karate Kid 3, like his like darker hair. He's got the ponytail rocking. He's using his powers, even though he's not wearing his leather jacket. Like, he like crashes into like the massive Sentinel and like starts going crazy, popping off. And I've not watched a TV show in a long time that I was legitimately, take my glasses off for a second, I was legitimately tearing up, because guys, this episode is fucking emotional, but it's also fucking brilliant. Like, we don't know if this is a misdirect or if we'll never see these characters again, but what a way to end their arc. Like, if Magneto's arc is totally done, great way to end his arc. Gambit's arc is totally done. Nightcrawler, we got so many amazing moments with them, and of course I love more, but we need to have real stakes in these shows to feel these arcs, to feel these characters, and I think they did such a great job with this in this episode. I loved it. Thought the action was great. This is my favorite episode of the show right now. I loved the story. The cliffhanger made me mad. I can't wait for episode 6 on Wednesday. Loved it. Can't wait for the rest of the season. I'm gonna give episode 5 of X-Men 97. I gotta say, this is, like Homelander says, it was perfect.
And I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
It was perfect right down to the last minute detail. We gotta give episode 5 a 10 out of 10, because it is absolutely, there's nothing, and I wouldn't say I had nitpicks with the previous episodes, but if I was nitpick, I could find something maybe. This episode, there's no way you could judge anything, because it's so perfectly balanced, like Thanos said, perfectly balanced as all things should be. And I thought it was brilliant. I loved it. It was fantastic. I really am enjoying X-Men 97. What do you guys think about X-Men 97? Where would you rank episode 5? Is it your favorite episode? Well, share your ranking down below. Let me know your thoughts. Scratch the comment section below, and I'll catch you in the next video.